Cool. This works. This works for me. Yeah.
I do have another little intro video ready for you guys if you are interested. I'll have that ready just a moment. Remember, don't play it yet. Just load it up and hit pause.
Yep.
That should be a link.
Is it graphical in any way?
There's no graphic. It's just audio.
Okay. I have it ready for consumption when it is time.
Right, I should make sure I'm out of any programs that could be disturbance here.
How does WAG 1 mean? Weird. Hey, Shadow. Aww. That's like the first birthday where kids kind of they get that this day's kind of about them. It's like first birthday they've no idea. Second it's kind of like but third they're like kind of, oh yeah, there's this thing that happens. Cool. It's about me and I get presents.
Everybody loves me more. Hooray!
Yes. Yes, they learn that love is measured by gifts. The more expensive the gift, the more that people love them. It's all a downward slope from there. Oh, and also,
Everything's disappointment.
Yeah, there's also some emotes. I'm going to probably change it a bit, but it's my horrified face is the special, unique emote that you can do
Nice.
as a sponsor in the chat. It's weird YouTube thing. You get enough sponsors, you can start adding emojis that they and you can use. That's pretty much it, really. So I will be grabbing some of the various fan art that I've got and just sort of cutting bits out. I may adjust that one slightly so it's zoomed in a bit more, but it's difficult because, you know, I only got 48 pixels to work with. Yeah, just for those people watching the stream, we are waiting for our final member of the team. They should be here. They said they'd be here.
Yes. Oh, I got a message.
Oh.
He's trying to contact. I'll give him the info. He should be here momentarily.
Yeah, he might need dragging in here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start up OBS for myself. Get that rolling. That rolling, getting out of controlling.
A 1d1. You failed. You critical failed.
Now there's Bill.
I like
User was moved to
rolling.
your channel.
I rolling 99 D99s.
Oh my god.
And then I can make it worse. There you go. 999 D199. D100. You know, 999 D999s. It's surprising how much it can actually tolerate of you mucking around with it.
This
It
dice thing
averages
gives you
out
too
more
much
than
power
that.
now.
What you're saying is this is very useful for playing DBZ the RPG.
What?
What's its power level? Well, I guess roll some
Oh,
dice.
Oh, the power levels. Yeah, I've never watched it. I only know of the meme.
A friend of mine tried to put together a homebrew DBZ game at one point,
Oh,
and it got
grief.
really ridiculous because, like, well, I guess we just start multiplying everything by 100, and
Yes.
we don't have to have another pile of dice.
Isn't there already some kind of super-powered anime role-playing game?
I think there's a couple actually. The one I'm more familiar with is Big Eyes Small Mouth, or Besom, usually called.
I always like the it's like a one-page game. It's not really a role-play system, but well, it is by definition, but it's very, very simple. The game is called Everyone is John. And basically, the person running it controls the world, is the DM. All the other players are voices in John's head. The voices have secret goals and secret abilities that they can convince John to do. And if they're trying to convince him to do something that's not one of their abilities, then they have to roll a 6 on a dice. If it is one of their abilities, then they have to roll a 4 or more on a dice. And basically, it gets ludicrous. You could have your desire for John to catch buses. That is your desire for John to do, because that's a very simple thing. It's not worth much, so you have to get him to do it a lot to win. Other people might want John to murder people, at which point that's a difficult thing, quite a challenging thing for him to do, and therefore you might only have to get him to kill 1 or 2 people to beat the points of all the other voices. And then the game ends when everybody's run out of willpower or John is dead. Normally the latter happens. It can get ludicrous. And if you can imagine that if you've got a suitably mad or suitably drunken group together, you can get people coming up with some really twisted things that their thing is that they want John to do.
So in short, it's a madness simulator.
It's yeah, pretty much. Anyway, shall we get started?
Well, Billy, are you voiceable?
I think I'm all set.
Yes, we can hear you.
Also, hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Yo.
You've met Gepwin before, and have you met Melik?
I don't think so.
Okay. Pretty sure
Fair
you
enough.
haven't met Jar either. So.
Hello. Hello.
Anyway, yes, let's get started. So, Bill, I'm going to post a link in the chat. Go ahead and load it up, and don't play it yet, but it's sort of the intro thingamajig. Are you going to be recording or streaming or anything?
Probably recording.
All right. Let me know, everybody, when you are ready for moving forward. Then.
Give me 1 sec. I accidentally turned my stupid recorder off.
All right.
I'm now trying to just remember where I put my character sheet. I think it probably went in my Dropbox.
I have a copy. I might lie about it. I'm not gonna do that. That would be mean.
Well,
That'd be
Little Horn in my live chat is saying is can we have a recap of the last session? And he's asking me to do it, but I'm thinking I don't know. Maybe that's something Izzy wants to do.
Well, last time on the Adventures of Stellar Renaissance Crew Adventure Guys, you guys were hired by this government guy, bureaucrat sort of fellow named Reza Khan to basically join his team of miscellaneous handymen of the intergalactical scale. And from there, your first mission, sort of your training mission to, make sure everything's cool, is to go pick up an android. And so you did a little bit of investigating and tracked down the person who supposedly took the android. And Melik, Alex, the character there, followed that particular person into the back room while they were searching for some sort of computer, and there spotted the android. And then Gepwin and Jar's characters burst in, and they're all at gunpoint together, and then it ended with the person that they were tracking down, putting her arms up in the air, and then a hole opening in the palm of her hand, like there's some sort of weapon there.
Yeah, she's some kind of cybernetic arm or something. I think her left arm is cybernetic. This El Shadata, I think was her name.
And then we fade to black and we're all in trouble.
Yeah, we fade to black and we're all about to die horribly.
It's going to be even better.
Yeah. Even better than dying horribly. Oh, you spoilers, Izzy. You spoilers.
What's better than dying horribly?
Not dying horribly, but in a flashback.
It's an exposition episode.
Yay.
Not totally, but we're going to do some basically a tutorial for you to help you guys get familiar with the combat sequences and such.
Yes, yeah, the combat is. I mean, I've done D&D and hero system stuff before, but yeah, GURPS is very new to me.
Yep.
Yeah, GURPS combat seems weird and difficult and almost impossible.
So that's why we're gonna do a sort of a easy mode. You don't necessarily have to worry about dying. Sort of tryout to make sure everything's working here.
Are you sure I'm not just remembering that time that I died?
Well, you never know.
Cool. Right, what is the next step, Skipper?
Bill, Gepwin, how are your gearing up going?
I'm good. I've been recording and I'm ready.
Likewise.
Okay, so everyone's active or recording?
As long as everyone can actually hear me, it's fine.
Yes. So, on the count of 3, we'll start the intro. 1, 2, 3.
Like to say congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, but I do not feel much like celebrating.
And yet, you have a drink.
One can have a drink to celebrate, and one can drink to forget.
Forget? Why would you want to forget? The war is over. Everyone's standing down. The fleets are dispersed. The slaughter has come to an end.
Yes, but the slaughter still happened. Myself and most of my colleagues all lost friends and family when the AWE raided Lantern last year. And it's been a year. And yet, smoke still rises from air and metal. Lator, New Bengal, and Lupsi City shall never be the same again.
Are you saying you would prefer the war continued? That or the core was burned because the ignorant children of the Anti-Direct and the AWE couldn't get along?
That is not what I'm saying at all, sir.
Good. Then we can celebrate to lack of death. There's a saying back home in the Empire. You either celebrate your luck or you have none. Doesn't quite fit here, but it is reminded that what one does have luck to enjoy your drink.
I think I see your point. I guess in some ways we should be lucky that these talks even began. I mean, the AWE and Anti-Direct were this close to mutually assured destruction. Wounds were being cracked open.
And lucky that these wounds were theirs and not ours.
Oh, between you and me, I wouldn't have minded if they had bothered Kapala a little more. Cracked a few of their wounds.
Friend, I wouldn't expected you to desire anything less.
And hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
And yes, welcome to session 2 of Stellar Renaissance, an adventure in the far future, adventures extraordinaire. So, okay, we have 4 players and myself, Izixs. Everyone do a roll call real quick.
I'm here.
Good enough.
Gepwin here.
Jared here. And introducing Bill.
Woo-ha. So, today we're going to be starting off not in the Dagger Bar, but we're going to start off looking at the map real quick, just to give you guys a little bit of familiarity with the city of Latour, if anyone's observing. And then we're going to go sometime in the past. Where is the tutorial level? There we go. Because the players here, they need maybe a little more experience with the combat situation here before they can proceed with the main adventure. So, I'm going to read a little thing here. And Bill, you're up first.
Oh dear.
Bill and the Spider People.
Maybe Bill is one of the spiders, because I don't see anything else here. He's the one with the blue circle.
Oh.
Can
Can I be all 3 spiders?
Maybe.
Stacked on top of each other wearing a trench coat.
Sounds like an episode of BoJack Horseman.
You're just 3 giant robot spiders trying to, trick me. No, we're not. Give us your blood. All right, so I got a little thing here. So, Bill, you have been given instructions to eliminate all targets at a location. You have traveled through the wilderness of rural southern Argentina to the specified location. You've been given special instructions to be careful, as the hostiles in the location likely are harboring the hacker who has been causing havoc with some of the other robotic fighters. So someone may attempt to access you, so all precautions are required to prevent this. The sun is high in the sky when you arrive at your destination. You manage to sneak up to near the house without being spotted. Communications with base suggest that there are 2 worker robots guarding the front door, and they don't know how many people might be inside. And it's go time. So, Bill.
Okay.
I have actually everybody in your I guess notes thing here. You should see a character called Tutorial Buddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, this is who you guys will be playing for this little mini adventure. Each one of you guys has a weapon of choice that is sort of in theme with your various characters. It's not exactly what you actually have in the main game, but it is sort of along those lines, and I'll explain more as we get into this. So, I will. It's now, Bill, you are now in control of your little robot there. You'll go first, and then your 2 companions will, go into action afterwards. Now, I will, before we get any further, I will quickly run down the basic combat maneuvers you can take. So, in alphabetical order, you can aim, which basically means that for a ranged attack, you will include your accuracy bonus with your weapon. All-out attack, which is basically you are going to put your all into an attack. You're not going to have any defense. So if someone shoots you and are successful, you're not going to be able to dodge. But in exchange for that, you can do either a suppressing fire if you have a ranged weapon, a determined attack, also with a ranged weapon, that gives you a bonus to hit. Or if you're doing in close combat, there's several different maneuvers you can sort of take within that, but I'll leave those for when that is relevant. There is also all-out defense, so that allows you to either increase your defense or use 2 defenses against 1 attack. There is attack, which is you attack somebody. No modifiers or bonuses, whatever, unless you've already taken an aim around. From there, but you could also make an active defense. So, unlike an all-out attack, you are not vulnerable. There's change posture, which is, let's say you got knocked down, that's how you get up again. Like that song. Concentrate, which is like if you're doing a non-combat action, like fiddling with a lock while people are shooting at you, sort of thing. Do nothing. Pretty obvious what that one is. Evaluate, which is all about the close combat, I believe. So you're studying your opponent, and it's like a duelist. I'm like, he's favoring his left or right side. I'm going to attack here, and you get bonuses and stuff like that. Feint, which is also a close combat stuff, which it's a little complicated, so I'm not going into that too much right here. Move, where you use your entire movement to move somewhere. Move and attack. To do, let me double check this right here so I don't screw it up. So for move and attack, you use a poorly aimed attack, which gives you a -2 to your attack. And you can dodge and block in this maneuver. And something about movement here. Yes. Never mind. Moving on. Ready. So, like, draw your weapon, unless you have quick draw, in which case you use that to basically have it automatically up. Do something sort of miscellaneous otherwise, or like hit a switch or something. Wait. So you wait until someone else acts, then react. And those are the various top-level maneuvers you can take. So, Bill, what do you want to do?
Whereabouts are we? Because I can't see anything other than spiders.
Yep, that's all that's visible right now.
So, my objective is just find my target.
Yep.
Okay,
Find your target,
then I shall move. I shall move forward.
All right. Your character can move up to 4 spaces. So you can actually click on the guy and move him around with like the keyboard.
Oh, can he see it, but I can't? Is that?
You guys?
Because all I can see is 3 spiders and some rocks. I can't see anything else.
I can move it with the keyboard, you said?
Yeah. Click on your on the little spider where it has the mark on it.
Oh, he is the spider.
Oh.
Can you move him?
No, I cannot.
Okay, so I screwed something up. All right. Says you can control it.
Do you have the selector thing you selected?
Yes.
All right. Well, for the moment, just tell me where you want to move him.
I guess 4 spaces forward.
All right. From there, you can now see a bit more of the map. And reveal a bunch of this here. There is a house down there, as well as some of the robots that were mentioned before. I'll go ahead and this as well. And now you can see a lot more what's going on.
Okie doke.
These 2 guys have not seen you yet, but they might react sometime in the near future, so to be aware of that. All right, it's time for your little buddies. They're going to come out and basically just kind of follow along with you. All right. As I said before, the other guys are not going to be reacting yet, but I will go ahead and give them a roll. They spot you yet. Where is my thingamajig? They do not. They're not very perceptive. So, Bill, it's your turn again. Any luck with the control and dude?
No, I still don't seem to be able to do anything with it.
All right, I'm going to see if I can do anything with that. Huh. I've given the control. You can edit it controlled by everybody, really. I'll try all players as well. Can you use it now? Can anyone else move the robot?
No, I can't select it either.
No,
Nope.
none of the robots, none of the spiders.
Any insight, Melik?
It depends on whether you've bound the tokens to a character sheet. Are you changing the permissions on the character sheet or the tokens?
The character sheet mostly.
Well, the character sheet, are the tokens in the tokens, are they bound to the character sheet or the other way around? Because you have to sort of connect them together, but I can't see any of that.
I put in a second guy in there. Can you move that one?
No.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to make do with that. You can click on the map and sort of do that thing, right?
Yeah, you can hold down the pointer and it will ping the map. Yeah.
So,
Ooh, that's cool.
so Bill, you're light green here. Tell me
Yep.
where you want to put him. So I'll just control it, but.
Let's just
Move
move
that
towards the
general quick.
rock there. Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. That good?
Does diagonal movement count as a square?
I'm sort of doing so 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of situation. So yeah, that's about. Yeah, because there's the measurement thing there. Yeah, I can get them over here. So all your buddies are over here now. Right?
Okay.
So you're sneaking up on these guys. Because you're behind the rock, you aren't being seen. Where would you like to go next?
Can I command the buddies individually, or do they just move as a group?
You can tell them to do things.
So can I have the lower one head towards maybe over here,
Okay.
and then have the other two head maybe forward more?
So, he'd get about that far.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and just kind of straightforward.
So is that like brown thing a bush?
Down here. Yes.
Okay. Is that enough for one of these guys to hide behind, or no?
No, potentially yes.
All right, we'll send me, main one, behind that, and then send the other one more forward, like towards the next rock.
2, 3, 4. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and give the bots another roll here. All right. They are going to see the one that's kind of out in the open over there.
Okay.
They are now their turn. They're going to. I think they're gonna make a lot of noise first off, and that's gonna be their turn. So they are now alerting everybody that may be hidden inside the building.
Okay, so the one on the left is gonna run towards that car,
Okay.
and the one up at the top is gonna run to be behind that rock on the right side.
So like here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reveal a little bit more stuff because it's kind of relevant, but not necessarily so. And just so you guys know, there's not anybody sort of hiding back in the corner over here or something. All right. So that was your turn then?
Yeah.
All right. These robots are going to. Well, they see this guy, but they don't see you, Bill, and they haven't spotted the other guy. So they're going to. They're going to start moving around, I think. 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. They'll be there. Bill, I'm going to give you one more turn, and then we're going to switch players.
Okay. What kind of weapons do these guys have? I don't really see where it's listed.
So in the upper right, you should have a one, several tabs. The third one from the left, journal. Open that up, and there should be listed in that character sheet.
The tutorial buddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's changing things around right now. There.
I think that's what's confusing me, is that
Yes.
it keeps changing around.
All right,
Okay.
just leave that as is. So, guys, But your weapon that you are going to be using is a big ass eye laser. So,
Okay. So I will use that on the guard ahead of me, next to that bush there.
All right. So your base skill is 13. Your distance 6 meters. Ooh, let me. Where did I stick that? Where's my tables? Excuse me, I'm trying to be totally professional here, guys.
That's okay.
Locations. Oh, there it is. A few pages back. So 6 meters will give you that's a -2 to hit. So
Okay,
go
so I
ahead.
roll 3d6 minus 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And your base skill there is 10. Wait, no, sorry. It's your skill -2 is the what you have to get under. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But
So I
with
got
that,
a 9 then.
yeah. But that should be good enough to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to
hit
roll
him.
an 11?
Yes. All right.
Where
From there,
the objective is to roll under the skill, like lower than the
yes.
skill. Okay.
Yes.
Equal to or under, I think it is, isn't it?
So I'm going to give this guy a dodge roll. 12. What's his dodge? He is hit. All right, go ahead and roll me some damage there.
And what's my damage? Sorry.
Your damage is 4d. So you can use /roll 4d. 6. Sorry.
Yeah, they're all D6s, aren't they, in this system?
12 damage. All right. Did I give this guy any armor?
Pew pew.
Keep opening up the wrong thing. You laser him, and it is not very effective because he has damage resistance. But he seems unhappy by this. So that's Bill's first turn. So we're going to be changing players here. Jar, you're up next.
Oh boy.
The crew has noticed that you've been very antsy since you joined them, and so several attempts have been made to find you an outlet, or at least something to distract yourself with, as you make the long voyage back to Landon. And so 2 of them came by one day, a cycle, to offer you up this thing called a video game for your entertainment. Knowing what a game was, but not the rest of this convoluted explanation they tried to give you, they slapped a helmet on your head, gave you the controls, and sent you off to rescue the monopole from the evil Combine soldiers in something called a Half-Life 4. You did pretty well getting used to the controls, but the total immersion stuff is a bit much. Still, the game is set up super easy for you to for your first time, and you're having a little bit of fun. And so you are now the situation is exactly pretty much the same thing. You are playing the spider, though your character is not actually the spider, and you are going to be able to use the weapon in the tutorial buddy there that is marked with your name there, the zappy weapon.
Alrighty.
All right. So, what do you do, Jar?
Am I just resuming where he left off?
Yep. In fact, I'm giving you an extra turn. It would be the robot's turn, but it's
Okay.
tutorial level. It's supposed to be easy.
I think I'm just gonna move this one more to the right.
Nice. If I click the right guy, my rock sense is in the right. Hey, here. That map player. There we go. So more to the right. So 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Something like that,
Yeah.
or like going down.
That's fine.
All right. We'll go ahead and reveal this area. I know there's nobody down the back corner over here either.
Okay. Now, these cars aren't capable of being jumped over.
They are. So, would you like to?
Think I'll. Can I jump on top of it and then aim?
You can, for aiming. Where's my handy dandy little thing here? I didn't close the books when I'm doing this here. Aiming. Aiming allows you to take a step, so that basically means one movement spot here.
Hmm.
Yes. So you can move up behind the car, but I'll also say the car's low enough you can shoot over it. It'll give you cover.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So you'll
Move one toward the car and then aim.
All right. At which one?
The one directly below it.
Okay. You'll be aiming there. And for main super jar guy.
I think he's just gonna wait.
All right. So not going to aim or do anything else, or you're just going to try to hide there.
Yeah, he's gonna hide.
All right. So it's the robot's turn. The robot by the car there is going to make an attack. 7. I believe that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be -2. Skill is that. Yeah. Okay, so that is a hit. Unless you wish to dodge, but you are aiming. If you do this, you will. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, forgot the cover. Cover does make a miss because it's a pretty extensive cover there.
Yay.
If it's basically anything more than a -2, which it pretty much is, yeah, it should be good. All right, so it misses you. The other robot is going to take a shot at Mr. Hiding in Bush there, and that will be a miss, actually, just barely. So the robots are useless. Your turn.
The left one, he can attack the bottom one now?
Correct. So are you going to do a number attack?
Yes.
All right. So go and roll. How's that compared to your skill?
Skill is 12.
All right. Now, because you aimed, you can add your accuracy bonus to that skill, which is 6. So I'm pretty sure you are successful there.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. So the robot is not very good, but it will try to roll for defense. And nope, that is insufficient. The robot is not very good at dodging. So go ahead and roll me some damage. I'm going to use the zappy damage, which is 4d divided by 2. Unfortunately, it pings off its armor.
So that's what the numbers in the brackets mean. That's divided by.
Oh, no, sorry. That's, then it's 14. I believe that just hits its DR, so it's all absorbed. The divided by 2 is for the armor divisor, sorry. Wait, no, no, never mind. In that case, it does hit. In fact, so you 7 damage goes through, and it goes bzang. And it's looking pretty damaged. In fact, it's so damaged that it looks like it's going to have some sort of major injury here. Yeah, so let's wait. All right, so the robot has to make a health roll, and that robot fails its health roll. And because this is easy mode here, that means this robot is... Where's the little thing here? There we go. Robot, if I can select it properly, is unconscious. It's knocked out. Hooray, success!
Yay.
right, so Jar, you've been successful here. That means finish up your turn, and then we're moving on to the next person.
Okay. Can I move all of them in the direction of the remaining one?
Well, you can move 2 of them because the other one just take a shot. He can take a step,
Oh,
but that'll
okay.
be about it.
Okay, yeah. I'll move the center one just at the end of this rock here.
At the to where?
The bottom, like, end of the right rock.
So like here. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the other guy, where do you want him?
Just straight toward him.
2, 3, 4. So, all right. So, you are good to go. Next up, we are moving on to Melik.
Yay.
Wait, no, sorry. Actually, we're going to Gepwin. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Gepwin.
Boo.
So, remember Gepwin in your past, how you worked for some maybe non-scrupulous people?
Oh, yes.
So today's contract is for wizard security. Your mission is to remove unauthorized settlers from this planet. However, there's been some resistance to this, as there often is. Last night there was an explosion in one of the few depots at the base of operations. No one was hurt, but it's clear, according to your boss, the locals have taken exception to the relocation plan. Soon the culprits were located, and a plan was drawn up to take care of them. This morning, you were sent out with a couple of squad mates to scout things out. But the people at this location, they spotted you, and a firefight started up. So, that's where we're at. Firefight is ongoing, and it's your go.
Okay. Well, I don't know why I'm standing out in the middle of the open. I can move and shoot, or I can aim, which takes a whole action.
Yes. Now, moving and attacking in one go does give you a penalty to your attack, but you can also just attack.
Okay.
And you'll be using your specified weapon on the tutorial guy.
What's the penalty for distance? If I moved closer, would the movement and shooting give me more of a penalty than shooting from this range?
So that's 5 meters. Let me double check the range. Pretty sure it's -2. But yes, I'll be -2. And moving and shooting will let me double check. I keep opening the wrong thing. That will be. Didn't have a bulk here, so it'll be -2. So it'll be about the same penalty either way.
Ah, okay.
What do you want to do?
I guess I will move up 4, 2, 3. So
Here. All right. This guy, where do you want him? What do you want to do with him? There. And that guy over. Want to have him go around the car? Yep, I can't hear you if you're speaking.
yes, out in front of the car so they have a view of the robot.
All right. So, like here?
Yes.
All right.
And I will shoot this remaining robot with my boomstick.
Okay. Now, technically, this would be a move and attack. All right.
Which would mean I have to roll under 8.
Probably, because you're -2 for the range, and your effective skill is 10. Yeah, so roll under 8.
Okay.
Use your boomstick.
That is not under 8.
Correct. The other guys do have the same weapon if you want to make an attacks with them.
I may as well.
All right.
So closest guy, I guess. Closest guy did worse than me.
And the other one will have an extra penalty because the robot is behind the bush.
Okay. Oh, sure. Now that you get an 8.
All right, so there's a lot of booming going on, but the robot is moonwalking between the shots apparently. All right, so there is going to be the robot's turn. They are going. This one is going to target the nearest target, and where's my buttons? There's my buttons, and they are going to whiff it. Pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
Hooray.
that's pretty high roll. So yes, not a good shot.
That guy's not doing anything. All right, but there is something else going on here. Dun dun dun. What's his skill? That's not very good, but we'll go with it. Somebody else is going to make a shot. Oh, that might actually be successful here. Yeah. So somebody shoots through this window down here. There's a guy in there. Holy smokes!
Oh, snipers.
Rude.
He's going to potentially do some damage. So give me a roll.
Okay. Still 3.
3d6, yes. Ooh.
I do not roll well.
Nope. That will hit. And I should, what's his damage? Roll 3d6. 10. Oh, what did I give your armor? Don't think I actually included on the stuff here. Oh yeah, your armor is same as the robots in this case. So that will give you 3 points of damage. So let's go ahead and come on, let me do the thing. You now have 5 hit points. Hooray!
Oh, goody.
There we go. So you should be able to click on it now and see the 5. Start with 8. All right. It is now your turn, Gepwin. I'll have you go one more round, then we'll move on to Malik.
Okay. And you can't aim and shoot in the same turn, right?
Correct. But you could have potentially one guy move up to basically draw the attention of the robot while the other guys take aim maneuvers.
Okay. Let's have this guy behind me to go up in front towards the window guy.
Right.
So somebody's between them and me.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, meat shield.
Go menace that guy in the window.
I guess the guy on the left should move up as close to the bush as they can get.
All right.
I'll take my close shot at the robot without moving.
Okay. You can also make an all-out attack if you don't mind potentially getting caught without a defense.
And that just doesn't give me a defense roll later.
Correct, and that will give you a +1 to hit for using determined.
Okay, I will do an all-out attack on the robot then, because I roll so badly.
Okay, so give me a roll. You are pretty dang close right now, so you have 0 distance penalties. Do you roll a 10?
Yes.
And your base skill is what again?
It's 10 listed on here next to my boomstick.
All right, you are successful in targeting. The robot does not dodge. So roll me some damage.
Okay, so that's 6d6 plus 2?
Yes. It's a big gun.
A good armor divider as well.
Hope this is being instructive to you guys. 27. All right.
That's a lot.
That's a good roll, yeah. And its armor's like divided by 3 for that, so it's gonna take some damage.
And the robot is unconscious and
Unhappy.
Yes, very unhappy. In fact, where's my little thing here? I'm going to do another roll, and it is also dead. So
Okay, you just blew it to tiny pieces.
One exploded bot.
kablam! All right, Melik, it's your turn now.
Yay.
So, welcome to training. Today's training exercise will consist of a laser tag fight. However, this isn't like the stuff they play down at the elementary school that you're probably used to. You'll be wearing an outfit that simulates the feel of injury if and when you get hurt. Better be struck with a fake laser blast to the chest than a real one. If a shot will kill you, you will be incapacitated, so you will find yourself falling to the ground. So be careful of any real injuries. Today's scenario involves sneaking into a house and securing a high-value target. Begin! And this is how far you are.
I think the sneaking part of this challenge hasn't gone so well.
Yes,
Where's the door to this house?
that would be right here. Yes, it's there. You go.
Okay,
I'll go
so...
ahead and reveal this.
Okay, cool. So that guy's been taken out. We've got a guy at the window. Can we get through the window? Is that... I mean, it's been shot through, so I'm guessing we can shoot back.
Yeah, the windows have curtains and things like that, but you can crawl through them pretty easily.
Can we use this dead robot as cover?
You could potentially.
I'm just thinking that we can't really fight him out in the open. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'm going to send this unit, this member of the squad or whatever it is, in toward the door to be able to eventually hopefully get round to that guy that way, eventually through the building.
Are you going to have him pass through the door?
Yes.
All right. So you go through the door. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And there's a room of guys.
Yay!
Oh, more people.
Yep.
That's a lot of people.
The guy hiding behind the big screen TV.
Also, there were windows here as well, were there?
Yep. Yeah, they were getting ready to start firing on you guys at the moment.
Right, I didn't realize. Okay. Are there any other windows or doors along this wall?
There's another window here. Another one over here. Oop, that's not what I want to do. By the way, the room to the right does look like a kitchen of some sort. The main room seems like a living room sort of situation.
Okie dokie. Well, I think that unit's dead. It's 3-1. That's not good. You say you can move and shoot?
Yes.
Okay. Can that one now shoot one of these guys since it probably now can't move back out?
Sure. He'll have a -2 penalty, but he'll be right there. And you'll be using the weapon that Tutorial Buddy has listed for you.
Okay, that's cool. I've got sort of partial maybe cover from those, so I think shooting that guy is probably the best bet.
All right.
Okay.
So give me a roll.
So it's 3d6. Oh, that's awful.
A base skill of 12
No,
versus
no way that's hitting. That's like miles out.
Yeah, you whiff.
Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, well that spider's dead, or that unit's dead, whatever. Stunned in the training. Bloody hell! There's so many enemies suddenly now. Okay, we need cover. Yeah, I want to move that one there and that one there, so that they're hiding behind the bush and the robot, respectively, for cover. And then they're going to open fire, one toward that guy and one toward that guy.
I'll give both the bush and the robot you guys a -2 to their hits for cover, and go ahead and do me some rolls.
Okay, the one on the left shooting the one that's in the main room through the window. Okay, so I get, because I moved, I'm guessing I get a -2.
Yes,
but
there's also a -2 for range.
Oh wow, okay, so that's the equivalent of a 14. That's a miss.
Yeah.
The one on the right fires as well and also misses.
All right. Same problems. Now there is some good news and some bad news. The bad news is of course the guys in the room are going to be firing at the little buddy over here.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to gank him. What was their skill again? We're actually using different characters for these guys. Wow, that actually, I think, missed. Yeah. The first guy missed.
But the good news is they're very bad at shooting.
Yes.
They were
In fact, all
surprised.
three of
Oh
them
my
missed.
god.
A giant spider just jumped through the bloody door. They were-
They're like, holy crap.
this was
This
supposed to be a
guy's
training
definitely-
exercise. What's going on?
Well, this is actually you and your squad here
Aw.
coming in here.
I
Not
like
two
the
giant
idea.
spiders.
One of us dressed as a spider for shock and awe.
Maybe you're like
Your laser
Spider
tag
Squad.
suits look like spiders with the like arms on strings.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really bad puppet show.
And the guy in the window will take a shot at you out there. That's gonna be that. And
Ooh.
-2 for that. -2 for that. Does
Oh, yeah,
he
range and
hit?
cover. Yeah.
He does not, in fact, because his base skill is 10, so you need a 6 or low.
So basically, yeah, the cover really helped. Thank goodness for that.
Yes. All right. It's your turn.
Okay. I think this guy's gonna back out and just use this corner of the wall as cover.
Okay.
So he's gonna move that way-ish and then shoot back into the room, like
So,
that guy.
okay. So that will be. Double check my range penalty here. Yes, that will be a -3 to your hit.
Ooh, so it's a -5 in total because I've moved as well.
Yes, and I'm also going to give him a -2 for his cover.
Oh bloody hell! So what? This is
It counts as
-7.
moving if you take one step. I thought one step was some sort of other thing.
Oh, you can take a step for normal attack here. So for that,
Should be -5 in total then. 3 for the range and 2 for his cover.
Yeah.
Oh! I hit then.
Very good.
nice.
Wow.
Roll me some damage.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm a 4d6 with a 2-point armor divider. So no, I'm 66. Sorry, I'm 66 with my laser burn thing.
Right, so I should probably also roll to make sure he doesn't dodge. Okay, he doesn't dodge. So 31, and he's going to make a couple health rolls. He is at least passed out, and he is also quite dead.
Wow, that widescreen TV cannot save you now.
They might have just fallen on him.
Yeah, maybe I shot the TV and it fell on him. It's like ultimate tactics.
Yeah, it's the future. So TVs are like transparent screens, and you just like
Oh.
shot through it. And
Yeah, he took cover behind something that actually has no consistency whatsoever. Then again, a bush against laser fire is probably not the greatest of cover either. But hey, we take what we can get. Okay, so he's somehow jumped into a room full of armed guys. They all shot at him, managed to miss every single one. He ducked out, shot one from after moving from like the opposite direction he's moving through a door, over a sofa, over a table, through a TV, and shot him dead. It's like these guys in this room need some training.
a little bit. That's why you're here, right?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, fair enough. These two are going to take normal shots at these, so I'm guessing they're just getting -2 from their cover. I'm guessing these guys in the
yes.
windows have cover, yeah, because they
Yeah,
haven't.
I'm not giving those guys any cover, but they're big windows, let's just say.
So there isn't cover, or there is.
There's a little bit, but I'm going to just ignore it because
Cool,
remember,
no
this is the
cover,
cover
and I
roll.
didn't move, so hey. Okay, the one on the left hits, and the one on the right hits. Yeah, both of those are equal or under my skill.
And because their dodge is crap, they are both hit.
Cool. One on the left takes 20.
All right. To-do.
One on the
He's
right
unconscious.
takes,
But he survives. So,
and the one on the right takes 20 as well.
all right. He's unconscious. And he is not unconscious, but is he alive? No, he is not.
So
He
he's
skipped unconscious and went straight to dead.
yep.
Yep.
I've sublimated him immediately.
Bonzankas. All right. We'll give you maybe one more round here.
See if I can finish them.
All right, but it's their turn, so
Oh.
yeah,
But only one of them's left standing.
Well, we don't know. There might be some others hiding in these other rooms.
Oh, that's true.
True.
This guy is going to move up here, and he is going to wait. Meanwhile, yes, there is another guy.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hello.
And he's going to take a shot at you over there behind the bush.
Rude.
It's
Rude.
minus 4 in total for, or 5 in total for him. And he misses. But the window's open, you know where he's at now.
Cool, okay.
And it's your turn.
That's a hell of a shot. And don't like the fact that I've got no cover. If I get down there, at least the angle will be too sharp. If I get to there, would I be able to shoot through the open door and shoot that guy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just thinking ahead of time.
Now, I will give you both a -2 to cover. Also, I need to turn my lights on real quick. It's getting dark here.
Now, once you've got your lights on and you're back,
Sorry.
I think I know.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Like, wait a moment.
He's gonna
That
kind
guy's
of.
probably gonna overwatch you, isn't he?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna ninja
You
roll.
want to move him here?
Yeah, ninja roll to behind that table or whatever. I don't know.
All right.
I'm flavor texting it.
Well, give me a roll. Give me
Uh-oh.
a dex roll.
Oh, I was flavor
like the
texting it.
idea.
Oh no.
I like the idea of a giant spider doing a ninja roll.
It just
Yes.
forms a ball. It forms a perfect ball with all its legs.
Yeah, like
It's
a
simple
Metroid
as
ball.
that. My dex is terrible. Yeah, I fail.
All right. All right. So you don't do anything impressive.
No, I just kind of like stagger in that direction vaguely.
He is going to take a pot shot at you.
Oh, okay, he does get that. Fair enough.
Right. And because he is terrible, he misses.
Cool. I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Right.
What's the
Roll
range
for it.
penalty?
That is 3 meters. That will be -1.
Okay. So I moved. So minus. So it's 11. So I hit.
You can try to dodge. He dodges. He ninja dodges out of the way.
Damn.
The one
Aw.
time they make a dodge roll.
Yep. All right. You still got 2 guys.
Okay, he's now dodged. Can he dodge again this turn?
Yes.
How many times could you dodge a turn? I haven't. No, I didn't actually necessarily want to move there. I was just kind of like measuring the distance and seeing what he could do. Okay.
Well, you know,
I probably will actually move there in hindsight, though. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I've still got cover
I
for him.
think you can only dodge once per attack, but if there's multiple attacks coming at you, you know, you can. They're all kind of happening simultaneously, so you're moving the right way, potentially dodge some of them.
Okay. I moved, so it gives me a -2, but that still hits because I got 13 skill.
All right. He will attempt to dodge, and you are hitting him.
Yay. Let's see if I vaporize him.
Probably. He manages to stay conscious, but he is dead.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
You know, well, this is a training exercise. So, you know, he falls to the ground, and the guy that got knocked unconscious, he like hit his head on something, so he's actually unconscious.
I see. So he's staying conscious. So the zappy lightning thing that simulates the pain he's staying conscious throughout. Good.
Yeah.
This is.
Well,
I like
well,
this.
the dead guys are just on the ground, like, I can't move now.
Okay. Since I'm basically behind the cover of the bush from him now, he can't. Can he lean out the window and shoot along the wall?
Probably.
Can I like do suppressing fire and just start shooting
Yes.
up the
You
I'm
can,
gonna
in fact.
yeah I'm gonna suppress fire. I'm just gonna start shooting up the wall and the window.
All right, let me double check your weapon. Make sure it's able to do that.
I have no idea.
Actually, your
Just
weapon
realized
is
that,
not.
like,
Yeah, it's only a pistol.
I just realized that 3 of us are or green, so I switched to blue, just so you know.
Cool. I'll switch it.
Completely forgot about rate of fire stuff. Oh, well, it's not important right now. We'll worry about that later.
Okay, I'm red now. I will shoot the crap. I will shoot at him as I am now. What's the range on that? That's going to be like, oh, is it -5? Did
That'll
you
be
say?
minus, what was the distance?
It's 8.
-8, that'll be -3.
Is it -3? Okay.
Yes.
And he's got cover as well, so that's why I was having it. It was -5 in my head, wasn't it? Or something. Doesn't matter anyway.
Yep, misses. All right. So that's where we're at right now. Back to Bill. Bill.
Okay.
Yeah, you get you get more exciting stuff now. You get to charge into a room and mug someone.
Right, so, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'll have I'm guessing there are other doors in this living room area.
Yes. There's one here, and there's one here.
Okay.
What about here?
And there's one down here too. There's also windows to the backyard.
Oh, so that's the backyard. Okay.
Look at that.
Actually,
Bicycle?
sounds like
Yeah, it's a bicycle.
Oh,
Okay, I'll have let's see, this guy go here.
Right. Here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And he can just stay put. And then this guy come down here.
Okay.
And that guy go there.
Could you do that again? Down here. Okay.
And yes, those are the moves. Can't do like double move or anything, right?
I would make you roll, and I'd have to double check that to make sure. I'll have it ready for next time.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Remember, I need to relearn this stuff myself. So
I just know how things work in 3rd edition D&D, and that's what most of my frame of reference is going to be.
Yeah, a lot of this is very similar to the hero system, so yeah, that's kind of my frame of reference. It's actually very similar to hero system, thankfully.
yes. So it's now enemy's turn. This guy is not going to poke his head out. In fact, he might be a little on the spooked side at this point. He just saw a bunch of his, lots of gunfire, and then no more of his friends' guns anymore. Maybe lots of screaming.
3 giant spiders with alternating weapons? I'd be pretty scared.
It's a weapon per leg. We're
That's
we're
true.
like beholders, but legs instead of eye stalks.
Oh, flaily and stuff. All right, Bill, it's your turn again.
Okay, so I guess this one guy is going to just pop in and take a shot.
This guy here. Huzzah. So, give me a roll. 13. How's it compared to your skill? There's no cover.
I think I am a 13, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
actually, I think you're close enough. You only took one
Yes.
step, so
Whoops.
you literally just made it, I think. Is that right?
Yep. And he fails to dodge. Give me a roll, but your damage is going to be 10d6.
What the fuck?
All right, hang on a sec, because I accidentally left the game.
Oh.
Damn it.
All right. I'm actually going to change which one of these is Bill now. Bill, you there?
Okay, I had to change my push to talk because I realized that the push to talk was set to a button that also like hits the back button on the browser.
Just try. I always set my push to talk to Alt F4.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. So you said it was how many d6?
10d6.
You have the Uber weapon, apparently.
Destroy this person. Not as impressive as I thought it was going to be.
And then you put a hole in the wall, and
But he is going to remain conscious if he survives, and he is he goes kersplat.
Perfect.
And Bill, you've just killed somebody. How does that
Finally.
make you feel?
Good. Bloodthirsty.
All right.
Now I eat his corpse.
What?
You don't have a
Oh my
mouth.
god.
oh, eat it like
All
a
right, then
spider.
I'll
Just
just-
suck up the blood.
Yeah, I'll just smash him to bits.
Right. You go up. We're out of combat now, by the way. You go and do horrible, horrible things to the body.
Yeah, I'd make a marionette out of him.
What the fuck? This has gotten
Cover him
awfully
in
dark
webs and
awfully
stuff.
quickly.
Right. So
Yeah, let's just. I guess
This
we're
is a
checking
new
out
member
the
of the
rest
party.
place.
yeah. I'm controlling these guys now. So you're doing horrible things to the body. They're
Yeah, and this
making
guy's
sure-
gonna go take a bath.
He
Yeah.
will check out the bathtub to make sure it's there's nobody hiding in it. So this guy is actually going around making sure everyone's dead. In fact, he goes over and murderates this guy. Remember, the orders were to take out all the targets.
That's true. Well, there's a guy outside too.
Yeah, he's going to go out there. So this will be enough time for you to finish up your business there. There's not much left of this guy now.
Okay. Let's get on with the mission, I guess.
All right, where do you want to go?
Go check out this last room, I guess.
All right, check out the last room. And this is what you see. There's like some furniture. But give me a perception roll. Give me a roll and compare it to your base perception. And go ahead and use your normal character sheet one for that. This is pretty obvious though, so I think I'm gonna give it to you, even though you
Okay.
missed by one. There is some sort of sound coming from that closet over there.
I investigate the closet.
You open the closet, and it reveals
Midget's having a party.
Yay!
there's a little girl in there.
Come with me if you want to live.
She's crying. She's scared. Are you going to say that to her?
Yes.
An
Give
Austrian
me-
accent, yeah.
I'm gonna do a reaction roll here. That's actually better than I was expecting. Let me double check this. I will give a slight penalty to things because you did just murder a bunch of people.
Yes, I trust you, Psycho Laser Spider.
I'm pretty sure that they all shot first.
All right. She is very scared, but she is going to get up and follow your instructions.
Get up, get on up.
Okay.
Get up, get on
All
up.
right. What are you doing now?
Was this my objective? Was to get this girl?
Your objective was to eliminate all targets at this location.
Oh.
Well, your next
By the way,
action
Bill?
is clear.
You are at this moment aware. You're volitional. You are. This is a new experience to you. You just murdered a bunch of people, and suddenly you seem more aware than you were before.
Okay. I'll get a little twitchy and kind of like flip a coin. Is there a coin flip somewhere?
Roll 1d2.
Doesn't have a D2.
Call
It's a D4. 1 to 2 is 1.
So go for it.
Okay, so I get all twitchy and I spaz out, and a motorcycle drives by, and it sets me off, and I go into a rage, and I start zapping and blasting.
He's whacking, he's hacking, he's slapping, he's hacking, he's whacking, he's slapping, he's hacking.
All right. Is that your roll to attack?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give it to you. She was becoming friendly to you, so she is not. She's caught unawares, and you blasterate her. She is dead.
Uh-oh.
You shot her in the head. Well, you completed your mission.
Meanwhile, in the
And then-
future,
And then I start whistling and walk away.
New guy, everybody.
all right. So suddenly, it's in the future, or future of that past. It's also the future,
And
and we're
also the
in a
past.
standoff. So, how's everyone doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah. Pretty good. I'm trying to scroll this to the point where it's useful.
All right. So we're back to your normal characters. No more tutorial business. All that's complete.
Bye-bye, tutorial, buddy.
I know.
So,
So to recap, for those people who are on the stream, this is here Al Shadata. She's got a cybernetic left arm and she's raised her arms to surrender because we've all burst in with guns. Next to her is the robot that she's been alleged to have stolen, which is called Marb, I believe, and it's got pink eyes. It's a bit weird.
Yep.
And yeah, that's me there, perpetually smoking cigarettes. And we've got
like all the
Jar.
cool guys.
Well, you know, got Jar, and then we've got Gepwin there. And this is like a place where she was looking around apparently for a computer and couldn't find it. That's what I overheard. So yeah, it's I think it's her turn from what I remember.
Well, we are effectively in combat mode. Jar, did you have your weapon drawn?
I did.
All right. So we're going to go for the initiative, which is, I believe, Jar, you have the highest basic speed of the players. L is not as fast as you. So if you wish to take an action, go ahead.
She's already aiming at one of us?
She is aiming at Alex. So Malik.
Okay.
And everyone's noticed that she seems to have some sort of weapon in her arm.
Can I aim for her arm?
Sure. So you're aiming for her arm now. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are doing an aim maneuver for the arm. It is her turn, and she is not going to attack, but she is going to aim at Alex. Next up, I believe is Simon. Gepwin, it's your turn.
All
What
right.
are you
Everyone's
doing?
just aiming. Well, I had my my energy net loaded from before, so I'm just gonna fire that since it's non-lethal.
All right.
Yep.
So it's 3 meters, so that will be a -1 to hit. Give me a roll.
Which number am I looking at to hit things? Is that my innate attack?
Innate attack, yes. So electronet stun should be 11, right?
Level 11?
Yes. Oh, no, in your... sorry, 13, actually. I was looking
Oh,
at
and my
wrong part of your
skills.
character
There we
sheet.
go. Innate attack projectile, 13.
Right, so -1, 12 or better.
That I might actually be able to make. Hooray!
Huzzah!
Yay.
All right, so if she's going to try to defend, He rolls a 10. Her dodge is a 8, so you are successful. So, where's your character sheet again? There you go. Your attack is a fatigue. So go ahead and roll me 2d6, sorry. To start this off with.
2d6. There's a 9.
All right. She has a little bit of armor, so that's going to be reduced. Where's her fatigue? All right. So she now has plus 9. Jump. Fatigue's actually one of her better things, but she has to make a roll to avoid the stun. Does that work? She actually makes that, so she is not stunned, but she is ensnared by the net. We'll say. She's not too bothered by this, but it is kind of annoying.
I have annoyed her.
It's going to give her penalties to shoot people, so that's good.
All right, next up, I believe, is going to be you, Alex.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze the trigger on my sonic stun pistol that I've had pointed at her all this time.
All right, I will go ahead and say you've already taken a maneuver as your your initial threat. Go ahead and give me a roll.
So it's a -1 because of the range, did you say? Oh, what's the range? -4 actually.
-1 is the range. It's
okay.
Not perfectly linear. It's weird.
No, that's fine. Okay, so 3d6, so -1, that makes it an 11, but I've got an aim. What does an aim do? Whatever the accuracy of the weapon.
Yes.
That's a 3. That's well below 13. So yeah,
right.
I hit. I don't know how the damage of the sonic stun pistol works. It's basically HT -3 and then 5 in brackets. I'm guessing the 5 in brackets is the armor divider still.
Correct.
But I don't know what the HT -3 means.
I looked this up earlier and I forgot what I read. But she does not dodge. So the damage is, we'll do a roll there. Her health is not on your character sheet, but it is on hers. She is going to be stunned.
Cool.
She's now stunned. So her aiming is now lost, and she will attempt to recover. What's a good thing for stunned here? She's a ninja now.
You're sorry?
She's now a ninja.
Okay, what's the robot doing in response to all this?
Robot is doing nothing. Robot's doing nothing.
Good. Okay, is it still combat then? We're still in combat?
Yes, and it's back to Jar.
Throughout all this, am I still aimed at the arm, I guess?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and shoot that.
All right, so you're going to make an arm shot that... Give me a roll. You will have a -2 for attacking the arm.
Ooh!
Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's a critical
Jar.
fail.
I shot the
I believe
ceiling.
it is, Jar.
Yeah, you're going to shoot, like, the door behind you or something.
Yeah.
All right, critical miss table. All right,
I'm standing
roll
in front of you, so don't miss too bad.
Yeah.
Give me a roll, Jar. 11. All right. You drop your weapon.
That was good aiming.
Oh my god.
You aim. You pull the trigger and goes. Pull.
Bounces out like a
Miss
wet
and falls
soap
on
in a
your
shower.
It's a little embarrassing.
Oh, I can imagine. Alright, that's it then.
That's it, you've given up on life.
Jar,
Didn't expect it to
next
actually
turn-
shoot.
Yeah, the weapon did actually fire. And what's your gun again, Jar?
It's a .4mm.
All right, that is a very loud bang, so people in the bar are going to be aware that there has been some weapons fire.
Oh, right. There's still people outside.
Yeah, laser weapons and nets are good for being quiet-ish, I think.
Yeah, unless everything's on fire, then it gets a little bit crazy.
Yeah, let's not try and set fire to like everything.
Anyway, it's now Elle's turn. She is stunned. She is going to try to roll to recover. She does not.
Oh wow, so she's still kind of dazed and confused.
Yes. So, believe it's your turn, Gepwin. This is an opportunity to maybe end this fight early.
You mean handcuff her with the heavy duty electronic handcuffs that I have on? I am going to mention that I have handcuffs. That is my next turn, is to use them on her.
Well, she's stunned. I would need to reload. I'm guessing that takes a turn.
I believe I have a specific reload time for you. Breakable, limited use, fast reload. It'll actually take you 3 turns to do a full reload.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't have loaded the one-shot thingy then.
I think we've pretty much got her now. I personally think we've pretty much got her.
Probably. What can I do to incapacitate her then?
I wouldn't worry about it. Just reload your net thing, and I'm going to go in and handcuff her on my turn.
Oh, I was gonna run up and smack her in the head with my rifle.
I mean, you could.
Why not? I'll do that, and then she'll be extra stunned.
Yes.
Right, give me a roll. We'll go into
that was probably a miss.
What'd you roll?
15.
15, yeah. Well, she's also stunned and covered in a net. I think I'm going to give this to you. Basically, just don't critically fail. And you did not, so go ahead and roll me. Where's your character sheet again? Your punch damage is 1d minus 2 crushing.
Two.
All right.
I am not strong.
Let's go ahead. She is wearing some armor on part of her, but we'll go ahead and say that hit her face, so that doesn't do much with that. She is going to take the whole full damage. Where's her hit points? Her hit points is that. Yes. So she had a bit of hit points. So probably a good idea you guys incapacitated her, because otherwise she might have been a little bit trouble being taken down. All right, Alex, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go up to her and put her in my heavy-duty electronic cuffs.
All right, so you come up here and you cuff her.
Yeah.
All right. It's about so combat is sort of over, but it's about this point that the bar manager comes rushing in. He has a bat.
Does he?
He says, "What the hell's going on here?"
This is official business. There's no need for any trouble. We're going to be apprehending, as we have, this known criminal. We're going to be taking her back for questioning. There will be no need from you right now. Thank you very much.
All right, I think I'm going to need a fast talk from you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll roll fast talk. I never actually claimed I was a policeman, just that I was arresting her and taking back for questioning. So I'm not lying. I'm just fast talking. I'm just trying to blag this. Okay, I've got okay fast talk skill. I have got to get a 13 or less on my fast talking. Oh, unless there are penalties. Well, there might be penalties. This guy might be especially suspicious.
All right. Well, he saw that you were wandering in pretending to be drunk earlier. But he also sees a room full of armed and potentially crazy people here.
And I am cuffing her as we speak, so it's not like I'm stabbing her with a knife. It's,
I'm going to make a roll. That's not going to be good enough. So he's going to be like, "Don't make a mess." And he backs out.
Excellent. We don't have to cosh him around the head because he knows too much. Oh, that always makes things easier. You didn't even ask for ID. What a sap.
You don't know if he believed you or if he's like, "I need to get out of this situation before they kill me."
That also is a perfectly acceptable thing. Awesome.
By the way, you also made your intimidation roll with that, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, my intimidation roll's the same level. So yeah, so whatever it was, fast talk or intimidate, it doesn't matter. It's yeah. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So Elle eventually does come to get out of her stun. You can take the net off here if you so choose, or
Well,
you can.
I'm gonna search her while she's there. What's the? Oh shit! No, there's Yes, I'm gonna activate my security swarm bots to crawl all over her and search her for anything hidden that she might have.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you because I don't want to look up the specifics here. You will find on her person. She has, of course, her arm. It does have a weapon in it. She's not able to fire it, but it would have been a really nasty hit if you had hit it. She has a cable jack, some nanoweave outfit, some nice boots, a small knife, and she has infrared video glasses in one of her pockets.
Basically, I'm gonna confiscate the knife off her, but the rest of it I don't give a crap about.
Okay. So feel free to add that to your inventory if you so wish.
A knife. Okay.
Or you can just leave it there, whatever you like. What are the other two guys doing?
Well, I guess I'll examine this robot we're supposed to get. I haven't looked at that yet.
All right. She seems to be completely unfazed by what just happened. In fact, she just
Nice.
kind of looks at you.
Just standing there.
Yeah.
Spooky. I guess I'm picking my gun back up.
Pick up your gun.
Taking a peek outside.
You peek outside again. Let's go ahead and reveal the alleyway. And there's those two guys out there, but I'm going to have them move because they're like, holy crap, there's gunfire.
So they've just left. They've decided this ain't worth it.
Yeah, they're heading off this way. Like, shit,
Right.
Get out. So in other words, there has been a bit of a ruckus, and people are in an alert fashion.
I guess I can lean back in and give a nod that it's clear out back.
Okay. So she's come to. Is she kind of lucid now?
Yeah, she's very unhappy. She starts cussing you out.
Yeah. Whatever. What's this computer you were looking for earlier?
She says, I'm not telling.
Of course you're not going to tell. Everybody doesn't tell to begin with, but then it ends up getting found anyway. So do us a favor and just make it easier for us and tell us.
Are you cops?
No.
Sure, why not?
Fair enough. Sure, why not? No, we work for Khan. And I'm going to see if that phases her much or...
That's a name she does recognize. It's really obvious. She's like, Khan. That ass. Alright, are you here to kill me or just pick up the bot?
Actually, we're here to pick up the bar and bring you back. If we were to kill you, we would have shot you already. Come on, kid.
Fine,
Think about it.
you have me. But just know that 12 hours, I'll be walking the streets again.
Hey, that doesn't bother me, kid. I'm just doing my job to pick up my paycheck.
And I'm telling you this not as, oh, this is going to be a pointless gesture. I'm telling you this because watch your back.
Yeah, I've had plenty of people after me. It doesn't really bother me these days. Been too many years, too many people after me. Right. I'm gonna. Where had she obviously searched somewhere in the room for this computer? Like, were there any obvious places that she hasn't searched yet? Because I'm kind of wanting this computer.
Yeah, there's a number of crates. She was only poking her head apparently into a couple of them so far.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna turn around to the other guys and say, "Hey, keep an eye on her while I see if we can find this computer she was so eager to look for. It might be interesting."
All right.
Dar. Go ahead, Gepwin.
What? I just said all right.
Yeah, Sorry, brain fart here. Gepwin, what you up to?
I'll poke at the bot. Go, you metal person. What is this computer she was on about?
Okay. The robot nods. The computer she was probably referencing was the one where she records her various informational contacts.
So she's looking for her little black book.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Why does she think that you have it?
I do not know.
All right, I don't think we're going to get much out of this bucket of bolts.
Huh?
I'm going to carry on searching around.
All right. Jar, what you up to? And go ahead and make me a search roll, Malik.
Okay.
Jar, what you up to?
Are these? Can we search these crates?
Sure, you want to help?
Hey, if you find this, if you can help me
Yeah.
find this computer, that'd be cool. I have a search of skill of 14. Holy crap! Oh, I beat that roll by 7.
And I was going to give you a bonus for Jar helping out. So you do find a computer. It is a rather crappy one, but it's the future, so it's really nice.
So basically, it's crappy for the futures, but from our point of view, it's amazing.
Yes.
It could even
so-
run Crisis at 60 FPS.
Exactly. Yeah. It appears to be a computer. Elle is not hiding that she is upset by its discovery.
Cool. I'll just pop it into my coat, and yeah, job done. I'm not going to hide it from these guys or anyone that I'm putting it in my coat. I'm just going to pop it into my coat. Simple as that. I'm just pocketing the
not?
thing. You guys got any business around here, or shall we make ourselves scarce and get these two back to the headquarters?
May as well just bring them back to Con and get paid.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to me. Robot,
Alright.
do you want to follow us?
I do not want anything.
Okay, follow
But
us.
will you follow us?
I will follow you.
Cool. That's it. Simple as that. Job done. We're gonna go back and go back to the car.
Via the alley, probably.
Yes.
All right. So you guys pop out in the alley.
Yep.
And give me. And you're bringing Elle with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my gun on her in case she tries to, my stun gun on her, just in case she tries anything funny.
All right. So give me perception rolls.
Oh, yes.
I'll
She's
say I
going to
will
have some friends.
Reloaded my sleep darts by now.
Okay. You're plenty of time to reload.
My base perception passed by 5. So yeah.
And so passing by 5 will be more
Barely.
than sufficient to hear the sirens from some sort of emergency vehicles seem to be approaching this general area.
Oh, goody. So I'm guessing, but then again, is that going to be anything to do with us?
Good question.
Someone may have called the police. Well, we're not technically police, so yeah. Okay. Is there like another alley leading somewhere else? And can I kind of get the car to pick us up somewhere else other than in front
Yeah,
of the
there's
pub?
so you guys came from the southern bit, the lower bit of the map there.
Mhm.
There are alleys that split off going the opposite direction if you want to sneak off that way.
I think. What do you think, guys?
I think not being caught by the authorities is a bully idea.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll head in the
Think not
opposite
being
direction
seen
and
right now is a good idea.
yeah, get the car to pick us up because I'm guessing we can tell the car to self-drive to where we're headed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody give me a roll for an effective skill. I think streetwise might be applicable here, just to make sure you're doing a proper location.
Streetwise. Do I actually have? I do have streetwise. It's probably one of my biggest skills, actually.
Or stealth also works
14.
if you guys got that.
I mean, I've got shadowing, and streetwise. I mean, and I I literally roll them on the dot.
All right.
I don't think I have either of those, but
Go and give me a roll anyway. You as well, Jar.
I got an 11.
All right. What's your IQ compared to that?
IQ, that's 1 over my IQ. My IQ is 10.
All right. So that will probably not work. Trying to.
As I say, I technically passed, but only by rolling equal. With my streetwise and my shadowing.
I'm double checking something here real quick.
Okay.
Jar, I suspect that didn't go so well for you either.
No.
Yeah, I'm kind of the IQ character with skills. That's pretty much what I am.
All right. So I will say that that's enough, but I'm going to have you make another roll.
Okay. All of us, or just me, or?
Yes. All of you.
All right.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, well, at least those two managed to get
I did
something
much better this
decent.
time.
Oh, yeah.
So because at least one of you guys made it, Jar, you grab Alex's shoulder just as he's about to walk out into the street as one of the police cars is driving by. And you pull him back.
Hey, nice going,
Barely
kid.
being spotted.
Hey, wait.
So in other words, you're oh god, everything's gonna explode if we do this census tingle, and you manage to just barely save the day.
Cool.
'Cause you roll really well, even despite the penalties. Anyway, so you guys, the car shows up not too long later, and you guys all get in.
Cool.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm getting in, and we'll put the robot in. I'm assuming there's a boot, or as you guys in the state call it, a trunk. I'm assuming.
Yep.
So I'll just chuck that in there, because it doesn't need the space. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep a gun trained on Elle, making sure she doesn't try anything.
Elle occasionally grumbles, but she also doesn't necessarily want to get caught by the cops, so she's not making too much of a fuss.
Fair enough.
So what's your destination?
Can't HQ unless anyone's got anywhere else to. Actually, no. We're gonna go back via her old apartment so I can pick up my surveillance swarm, because I left it there. We don't need that.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna then send the signal and get them to fly back out and come back to me, and then
Alright,
head off to the HQ. Anyone else?
Any objections?
Works for me.
Nope.
Okay. So I'll say you go ahead and drop by the old apartment, pick up your bots, and there is no incident. They report that they did not observe her entering the apartment.
Fair enough. I didn't expect them to, but I figured I might as well leave them there anyway.
Yes.
We did pretty well.
All right. So off to Kana HQ.
Cool. Is the car ours or is that his? I can't remember now.
The car is one of his offices.
Okay, no problem.
So they probably know you're on the way back, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we'll go ahead and ease this up and say that you arrive. The car is actually redirected to the loading dock part of the building, where you are met with a few security folks that take Elle off your hands. And they ask you to bring Mab up to Khan's office with you and to go and head on up.
Cool.
What you guys actually doing?
I have no other plans other than doing what's needed.
Drop
Okay.
off the robot and get paid.
Yeah.
Get paid. All right, so go
Whatever
ahead and,
makes the money.
move over to Khan's office here. Go ahead and have you guys set up over here. Mab here. Jar, you'll be here. Gepwin, where's your dude? There he is. Assuming I can put him on the map properly. Apparently I cannot anymore.
Oh.
That's a little weird. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't even see them.
Malik, any clues?
What are you trying to do? You trying to drag his token onto the board?
Yes.
And did you save his token into his character sheet then?
Should be. Actually, no. Could you guys upload your selected tokens to your character sheet there? I'll do some magic real quick to take
Bear
care
in
of this
mind
business.
that the images that we upload to these character sheets are not the same as the tokens. The tokens are different things. At least they are on the normal sheets that we get.
Did that work?
Did that. Well, you're there now. But I also did some other things.
Cool.
So. Also, Bill, you're here somewhere.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry, I've been kind of leaving you out for a little while here.
That's okay.
You can review the security footage later and, on the debriefing or something. I don't know.
Yes.
So did my my token upload or no?
I see your icon, but it's not letting me put you on the map here. So
Okay.
not sure what's going on here. I'll go ahead and grab a temporary option here if I can. Maybe I can. Maybe it's because you're logged in or something. I'm not sure.
Can I send it to you? And you can put it up? Is that something that you can do?
I got a better idea. Give me a moment.
Okay.
So, you guys talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Okay. Right. Well, this job seemed to go pretty smoothly. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it did go really smoothly. None of us got shot. All jobs that are good jobs are where you don't get shot.
not smoothly, except for almost being run over by a rhinoceros, getting the police called on us, and almost getting shot.
Yes, but we didn't get trampled by the rhinoceros, and we didn't get shot, and we didn't get caught by the police. Well, these are all almosts, and almost bad things are good things. I light up a cigarette, as though I've said the most insightful thing ever.
Basking in your own wisdom.
But basking in the fact that although from everyone else's perspective we may have scraped through this, you get the impression that Alex has probably been in situations that have been more scrapey in the past.
Somehow does not fill me with confidence.
Yeah, you see, the more experience you have in close calls, the more experience you have in not allowing a close call to be, I don't know, what's the metaphor that goes along with close call, meaning that it's all gone tits up? I don't know what that is. What's a close call that wasn't close? It was like, it actually happened. I don't know.
A bad time.
Yeah, a bad time. Let's just go bad time. Stopping close calls becoming bad times is where it's at. I don't even know why I thought I might need a pair of handcuffs. I actually have 2 pairs of handcuffs, but I just kind of, being the character that I am, a bit of a private eye, it's like, handcuffs kind of made sense to me when I was building my character. I'm glad I got to use them in the first mission.
Yes, this
Also,
seems
you
to
don't
work.
You also don't have the erotic art skill, so it has to be for some other reason.
Exactly. Well, I have criminology as a skill, so obviously it's for, committing crimes or something.
All right. So you guys are before the office.
Mm-hmm.
You can enter.
Okay, yep.
Can you actually move your guys now, or
I can move myself, can't move anybody else, which is probably for the best.
All right.
Here we can dance.
So
We can dance if we want to.
Mr. Khan, invites you in. You guys, come on and enter. And there is something else in the room here.
Mm-hmm.
A
Bill
giant
Spider.
Would you like to describe yourself, Bill?
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I would. So basically what you see, at first it may almost strike you as a newly added piece of modern art. But then you realize that it's kind of moving. Predominantly what's moving is the large red apertured eye on the center of its black spherical body, suspended from 4 very sharp, jagged-looking, spindly legs. And two little sort of telescoping snakish arms come out from a compartment on the bottom of it, and one of them waves.
I'll wave back. Hello.
I'll nod in his direction in a friendly fashion. But otherwise, he could just be a guard. I've no idea who he is or what he is or what it is or. There's way too many robots in this room. Actually, then again, I'm probably the one that's the biggest criminal for that because I have like about 12 fucking swarms of bots.
There are too many robots in the room, says the guy that brought 12 robots into the room.
No, not 12 robots, 12 swarms of robots.
Right, yes.
So
like
probably,
hundreds.
I don't know, how many's in a swarm, Izixs?
I do not know off the top of my head, so I'd have to look that up.
Hundreds or thousands. So
There is precisely one too many robots in this room.
Matt, you have to leave.
Suspicious
Sorry.
glare.
Okay. I'm gonna head to Mr. Khan and use my finger to indicate to Marb to follow, and to go and be with Khan or whatever. I don't know.
So she goes over here. You guys can go ahead and move up if you can.
Yep. I'll plunk.
Bill, would you like to join the rest of these guys?
I'll stay put.
Okay. So Mr. Khan raises his arms in sort of a congrats sort of a gesture. He says, "Well, I hear good work was had at the Dagger Bar, was it?"
That's the place. We apparently heard that she'd been hanging around there, and managed to corner in a back room and arrest. Hopefully, she's not too worse for wear.
Yeah, Elle is a interesting character. She was actually hired by my boss some time ago for a specific purpose. She was meant to be a distraction, you could say, for another project that was going on, and she was perhaps too good at that. So when she let go, she was not too happy and decided to run off with Mab here. He turns to Mab and says, "Mab, are you doing okay?" And the robot says, "I am doing acceptably." And then Khan says, "Mab, command line. Yes, please. Would you please like more oxygen?" And it's said with a particular accent as well. And then Mab says, "Confirmed." And then her head splits in half and opens, sort of like remember in Total Recall when Arnold Schwarzenegger takes off.
Get
the
ready
fake head?
for a surprise.
And the robot's head opens just like that, and there's a
My character kind of shuffles a little nervously and watches this.
and there's a small item within the space that is now her opened up head. Khan reaches over, picks it up. It's some sort of computer memory device of some sort. Gives a nod, puts it in his pocket, and says, "Close." And Mab's head closes up, and she seems not too upset by any of this.
I'm gonna make the comment that well, that saves me asking why this particular robot was so important.
Yeah, Khan turns back to you and says, "Yeah, that's just her memory core. Going to review it, see what was going on." So, yes, we've been have a little trouble getting the resources to actually go pick her up again, and so thank you very much. I'd like to give each one of you your starting pay, so 1,000 credits each.
Whoop.
And he doesn't say that so extravagantly, but he does produce 3 credit chips, and he offers you each one of them.
Cool, I'll accept. I'll
Thank
also ask him at this point, once they've released, because I will have, I assume, given them. Would I have taken the handcuffs when I gave them into her custody? I assume I would have.
Oh yeah, they have their own
Good,
handcuffs to take care of that.
That's it then. That's cool.
So, is there any lingering business we need to discuss before we go on to the next item?
I'm going to look around at everybody else, see if they have anything to say. Cool.
Khan then looks to you, Bill, and says, "Do you have anything?"
Anything what?
Oh, just wanted to know if you needed anything at this point.
Like what?
Okay then. Khan then looks back to the other three and says, "Oh, excuse me. This here is what was your name again? 6577 Hex Lug, and if you are ready for your next mission, he will be accompanying you."
Huh.
Let's trade in
about
one
it?
robot for another.
Can I ask what
I
it is?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when you introduce him, he waves his little snake arm again.
Lol. Isn't he adorable? I don't say that out loud.
Going to be all right with all you guys? Says Khan.
Yeah, I got no trouble with that.
You're the boss, sir.
All right. Well, how you guys feel about a little off-world travel?
Oh, Alex's eyebrows rise up for that, and he nods. He seems reasonably pleased with that.
It'll be nice to be out of the city for a change.
Khan nods. Jar?
I think I'd just say from one planet to another.
And then he looks over to you, Bill. How about you, Lug?
How about me? What?
How about some off-world travel?
Okay.
Excellent.
Where are we going?
There's a little problem we've recently heard of that we'd like to get a couple folks
What
out
problem?
to. A problem, yes. A problem. Let me double
Where?
check here.
Where's
Give
the
me a
problem,
moment.
Khan?
I can tell he's going to be the life and soul of the party.
It is on the planet Kosambi in the Colossus system, he says after pulling out a report on his computer. It is about a 3-week journey via hyperspace. It is a barren planet that is part of the Confederacy of Lantern, of course. And we have two problems. The first problem is that its local government is being uncooperative in a potentially self-destructive fashion. The second problem is that impetus for why their actions are being self-destructive. You guys, if you are willing to, of course, are to go there and help them troubleshoot their problem so that they don't all die.
That sounds like a good idea. Not dying, I've always found to be preferable.
Khan then explains that the planet Kosambi is a presently barren planet, but it has strong evidence of a Earth-like past. Something happened to the planet that stripped off most of the life and atmosphere at some point, maybe millions of years ago, maybe even longer. The planet is also speckled with a number of ruins from some sort of ancient civilization. The local government there was intentionally set up as a sort of what was sort of described. He sort of describes as a 2-person Scientocracy. And he's actually looking at the computer screen with sort of confused look himself. He says the population says to be in the thousands, but there's only 2 names on the official registration of citizens. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I'm not familiar with this planet myself. This came down to my office earlier today, in fact. I would have liked to give you guys a few moments to get to know each other and do some more odd jobs around the city before sending you off planet, but this seems to be a fairly high priority. So your job will be to go there, figure out what's going on and make sure the colony is not heavily damaged or destroyed. For what we understand is that one of the ruins on the planet seems to be transmitting some sort of particle beam towards the star Colossus, and it may be causing it to have excessive solar flare activity, but we're not entirely sure if it's in response to or a cause of at this point. So, have an investigation, see what you can do to help. If you need extra expertise at that point, then give us a call, and we'll see about getting some specialists out there to help you. But as is, the local government's being very uncooperative, but we have convinced them that we'll to let you guys on as a team to sort of be a helping hand for them. Does that sound acceptable?
It sounds very exciting.
Ancient
He looks
ruins back to the wilderness and away from the cities. I thought you would never ask.
Yeah, sounds like those people need a hand, and they're they might need to be persuaded that they need a hand. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Jar?
Definitely sounds good. Sounds like a very interesting planet to go to and look
All right.
around.
So he then goes on to say, excellent, then I've already have booked transit for you to travel there. You'll make a short stop at the space station Green Haven on the way to pick up the 2 other members of your team, and then you'll head on from there. You'll be taking the LCS Cairo, which you'll be able to board on Elcor, and he starts producing a bunch of documents and transit tickets and things like that, and distributing to all 4 of you, including you, Bill.
Cool.
I always wanted a ticket. Just kidding. I've had a ticket before. Is that a good human joke?
Khan seems amused, but he's not laughing. It's more like a smirk.
It's like a scene from Best Sentinel, man.
Is it a good human joke, Khan?
I'd say it's a good start of a human joke.
Okay. I'll have to get a book on jokes.
I'll give you some recommendations. How about that?
Okay.
3
Note
weeks
to
in
self.
hyperspace is going to fly by.
Yes. Anything else I need to be announcing here? All right. So he then asks, "You guys have any questions? I'll be able to get you more information transmitted to you when you're in transit. But as I said, this is just coming into my office today."
Right, send more information as you get it, and yeah, I'm happy to head off whenever these guys are.
Cool.
Let us make haste.
All right.
Long...
So, is there anything else? Or should we move on to the next scene?
I am ready to see the back of this planet.
All right, then I have a little description thing to read to you guys if you're so interested. The day is getting into the afternoon. Calamity, the sister planet to Lantern here, rises on the horizon as you guys go through the city. Eventually, the 4 of you, using Mr. Khan's car once again, reach the transit hub. The transit hub at first looks like a old mass transit center. Elevated rail lines leading to the massive structure, automated vehicles, big and small, stream in and out of the lower sides. Occasionally a flying vehicle takes off or lands from the roof. Inside seems no different, really. Shops, stairs leading to various transit platforms and loading areas. But the building has a general circular shape, and the sign for Elcor, where your ship is docked, all points towards the central area. You are stopped to security, but after checking your passes, you are escorted through like honored guests. The signs all eventually lead to a waiting area around what seems to be a thick column with doors on all sides. You hear a voice from the overhead speaker saying, "Loading for Elcor Transit will begin in 5 minutes. The doors all have windows, and the moment they look upon an empty room filled with seats and handholds, similar to the interior of a bus." So, I don't have another special map for this, but you guys are all in the transit hub now, waiting for your ride.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity for interaction if you so choose to take it.
I assume that there's like random little kiosk type shops around.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm assuming like in modern days they're going to have probably digital versions of, but novelettes for people who are taking long travels and want to read something, or gaming systems or something like that for entertainment over long journeys.
Oh, most certainly.
Cool, I'm just going to go and see if they've got some kind of crappy novels that I can read when I'm bored on the transport. See if I can pick some up.
Okay.
Put them onto my computer. I'm
Go ahead
also...
and toss a couple credits there, and you're good to go.
Yeah, that'll probably do. I'll mark off a couple of credits.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Let's all chat with Bill a little bit.
Okay.
Can't Hex, Lex, what with Lug?
Lug.
Lug.
That's what Khan called him.
You can call me whatever you want, friend.
Well, Lug. What brings you to the employ of our friend
What's
Khan?
your name?
You can call me Simon.
Simon. Okay. I have been a friend of Khan's for a long time.
How long?
How long have you known Khan?
Oh, 20 years, I think. I can't remember exactly. Old war damage to the old computer. And he taps on the outside casing of his body with one of his little snake hands.
Ah, no need to tell me about war damage, friend.
Okay, I won't.
You're quite a literal little thing, aren't you?
I'm not that small. I'm like 6 feet tall.
Literal was meant to be endearing.
Oh. I'm just like sitting there staring at you with giant red eye, just staring straight at your face.
So what did you do before this job?
I was a... oh, what do you call it? Hunter-killer robot. Back in the Great Core War.
You must have some interesting war stories to tell, friend.
Yes. Perhaps.
I used to be a soldier myself.
Oh? Go on.
Nothing as auspicious as war. Private militaries, always traveling around from system to system. Never the same thing twice in a row. It was an exciting life.
Still just standing there, staring.
Jar, what you up to?
Listening to the conversation, but clearly not engaged. I think I'm gonna wander off in the direction that Alex went and see if I can find another VR game.
All right.
I'm just flicking through the index of the trashy novels and just kind of smirking to myself and tutting about them. Because obviously I'm reading through the synopsis. Just kind of like, it's like looking for something that's like gonna occupy him, but he knows it's not gonna actually be interesting. It's just gonna be like words in his head for a bit to keep him busy. It's because he knows that they're all just trash. They really are.
Yeah. That's the future, so it's a really, really, really skillfully created trash.
Exactly.
In fact, 80% of that material is actually all automated writing nowadays.
Oh boy, it's automated, high tech.
It's
Trash.
different every time you read it.
Oh fuck.
Yep. It's automated self-building story universes.
Oh boy.
I think my excuse for the VR will be my terrible use of a gun earlier.
It's like, I need some practice. All right.
But
you can...
I actually have a lot of fun with it.
All right. All right. You find something. Let's say it'll be like $10. So go ahead and knock that.
Sure.
Go ahead and add that to your character sheet. Whatever item thing you want to sort of put it in as. So, trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. Malik, you also find in the listing of options a joke book.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to purchase it?
Yeah, you know what? What the hell? What's the worst that could happen? We end up getting filled with really rubbish, awful jokes.
Oh, probably.
All right.
In fact, what I'll do is I actually came across a good website, so I'm going to send you a link to a website, Bill. And then you can be like, yeah. Then you can actually have some really bad jokes.
All right, I was actually just looking up a random joke generator. So,
Oh,
nice.
God.
All right. I have a little bit more here. So the tone beings for the departure time. The doors for the column open. Are you guys gonna board?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
All right. Yeah, I'll get on. It's not super crowded, but there's a number of other passengers. Once everyone is situated and the doors close, there's a series of tones. Then slowly, the slight sound of vacuum seals are heard and the car begins to descend. There are more sounds of metal parts interlocking and then a light hum from the floor for a brief moment as an artificial gravity field activates. Further acceleration is not felt. Out the windows, the walls of the shaft you are descending through fall away. Visible, holding the car, is a series of rails. The car enters a large chamber, and near the bottom comes an eerie purple light. Light of a hyperspace gateway. The car picks up speed and soon passes through the two-dimensional interface between this universe and the other. Outside the windows is void. An endless black void. Hyperspace is not a dimension that runs in parallel with normal space. It's not only a dimension that runs parallel with normal space, but it's also an excessively empty place. No stars, no planets, no galaxies, and almost no gas beyond what has been brought in from normal space. That said, there are a few sights to be seen. There are a few sights to be seen. There's the rail that the car is traveling on, of course. There's the various spaceships floating out there, coming and going. There's dots that one might think are stars, but are very much other hyperspace-bound stations, ships, or debris. Off to the side, one can see the station corresponding to the planet Calamity, floating just a little bit ways off. Scrawny and skeletal in form, and sporting a number of lines reaching out from its core that no doubt connect to hyperspace transit locations like the one you just passed through. Elcor, on the other hand, is below you. If you were to look, you would see that the station is quite massive. You are following the rails leading towards the center equator of sorts. Other transit lines extend from the equator out to spots all approximately corresponding to the surfaces in normal space of Lanton. Above and below are two sets of four spheroid structures each, varying the exact natures and styles, but are all Titanic in how they loom large as the car approaches. Eventually, the car completes its trip and slips to the station at the equator and comes to a halt. Doors open and there's a tone. Welcome to Elcor.
Cool.
Are there any reactions to this scene as you guys are transiting?
I've been in space before. I've been through these kinds of places. So I'm not surprised, or it's not the first time I've seen such things.
I'm a little relieved it was quite quick.
You guys didn't have to get a rocket or anything.
I like the good old days.
Now, just for your information and general audience, a lot of the core worlds have stations that are set up in hyperspace that have these sort of connections that are effectively full-time hyperspace openings that transit lines and things like that can travel through. So it's actually very quick. It's like, I need to get to the other side of the planet. Well, I'll just take the elevator going down and the elevator going up somewhere else. And this also makes getting to, other planets very easily because you don't have to, launch a rocket up into space and then from there enter hyperspace and then go about your business. Now, this doesn't apply for planets outside the core. A lot of planets don't have stations like this. So to get on the surface of some other planet, you would need to do a landing situation, either with a smaller craft or, say, not titanically enough to have problems via a vessel, just land the entire thing. So,
A bit like this planet with like only 1,000 people on them. I suspect that won't have any of those links.
yeah. This particular Lanton has like millions of people. I think I put it down as how many people live on Lanton here?
Probably billions, I would have thought. I don't know.
Probably a couple billion. I don't think I have it noted in my notes here. I should probably fix that. Anyway, so any other reactions? Because otherwise, that's where we're going to end today's session.
No, there's no specific. I'm just going about trying to get the leg of the journey that takes the longest. And if because at that point I can put my feet up and chill for a bit.
All right. There's also about, I have a little bit more stuff, but that's about where I think that's a sufficiently dramatic moment to sort of end things off with. You guys entering hyperspace for the first time.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yay.
All right. So, if there's anything else, that's the session. So,
Okay, cool.
Wonderful.
you guys enjoy?
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah. I got to shoot someone. That's always nice. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I got to shoot someone. I got to steal something. Got to handcuff someone. I got money. I mean, it's been a really good day. I didn't get arrested by the police or shot. That was good.
Also, guess what else you guys get?
Some experience to spend on our characters.
Yes, you guys get 5 character points.
Yay!
Hooray!
Now,
I really earned those character points, by the way.
Yeah, you did. Bill,
Bill
you've
did.
been holding this team up. I mean, I don't even know what we could have done without you.
I didn't
Bill?
want to say it, but
I
that
know.
is unquestionably correct.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, normally I wouldn't mention it. I'd kind of sweep it under the carpet so as not to feel so bad about my own inadequate behavior. But I mean, it was such an amazing one-man job. I can't hide behind. I can't hide behind that. I have to say thank you very much.
You're welcome.
but, Bill did have sort of the first act of today's session, sort of with his culmination there.
Yes, with his weird robot things, and then we all had to go and yeah.
Yes. Becoming sentient and murdering children.
Well, it was kind of accidental. He just kind of went nuts because his programming was conflicting, and then he kind of like spazzed out and accidentally shot her anyway. So it's kind of that's understandable. I've shot people.
Oh,
I've killed plenty of children by accident.
Yeah. In fact, that seeing a child just makes you kill them by accident.
God.
Target
Part
acquired.
And here we are in the deep end.
So let's do sort of a sign off, everybody. So feel free to introduce yourselves again to anyone watching other channels or streams or whatever.
I'll go
Time to
first.
speak.
I'm Melik, and I played Alex, and he's a bit of a private eye, as you've probably seen, and he likes shooting people and getting paid for it. It's the sweetest thing in life to get paid for doing something you already enjoy. Although, all seriously, he actually doesn't like hurting people. But, you know, she was going to shoot him.
I'll go next. I'm Izixs. On the internet is Dr. Izixs. I'm your game master, and I'm the one who torments everybody and has awkward pauses.
But we love it.
Okay.
I am.
Oh.
Go
ahead.
You can go.
I'll go last.
Okay. I am Gepwin. You can find my stuff on the YouTubes by searching for Gepwin, because I'm the only one on there. I've been playing Simon, who is the outdoorsman of the group, and I also have archaeology skills that I can maybe use. Now we're going to see some cool ruins and things.
Actually, hell yeah, that's a good point. Because at that point, most of my skills become moderately useless.
Now I get to take over. We're out of the city boy.
Ah, shit. I hope I'm going to buy some batteries somewhere. Lots more batteries.
We're on a space station. You can buy batteries on the space station.
Yes. Some sort of solar-powered recharging thing.
Yeah, Jar?
I'm Jarared, playing as Scott, who is a quiet, awkward, barbarianish man. I'm just a player, so no content.
Is he Jar's basically built himself. He is a barbarian, literally. I've seen his loincloth.
A barbarian that plays Osu pretty well.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, and I'm Bill. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/BillCult, twitter.com/BillCult. And I am playing a giant walking eye that has a very awkward personality. You're
It's
welcome.
glorious.
I think if I was a giant
It's been
walking
wonderful.
eye, I'd have a weird personality. It's a shame we don't have a character in the party called Dave, because they could ask you to do something and you could turn around to them saying, "I'm sorry, Dave, I just can't do that."
Note to
Who knows?
self,
Maybe that will become one of his jokes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
What, you mean trying to murder us all? I'm not sure.
Yes, nicknames.
Oh, fuck.
You don't know what robot humor is like.
Well,
Probably involves death.
it probably involves having
Probably.
sharp things put in your head. Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha.
Look, I've taken your arm off. Isn't that funny?
Let's install some RAM.
Now I'm going to sever your legs. Now you don't have a leg to stand on. That's a joke, isn't it? Ha ha ha. I mean, the thing is you guys are laughing at that. That's technically a robot would do something like that.
Oh, for sure.
Or it's like something really, really expensive, and then you just sever an arm and a leg and say, well, here you go, you can afford it now if it costs an arm and a leg. It's like, just so evil robot, stop it.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
No, this is not stuff that should be done. Let's not encourage the psychotic robot.
I've already written them down.
All right. Well, thank you very much for playing with me today, guys. And I'll
Thanks for
see
having
guys,
us.
See you guys in the next stream, or recording, or adventure, or session. There we go.
Yep. Thank you very
Yes.
much for running it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Well, probably less combat next time. Just FYI.
I actually have no problem with the combat. I like rolling dice and I like shooting people. Simple as that, really. I've got 2 guns, don't worry. I'll just dual wield them next turn.
Oh, make a correction. There will be less massive combat unless you guys decide to try to murder everyone on the spaceship.
No.
No comment.
Bill, we're looking at you.
Yeah, Bill goes nuts and says, "It's a child, kill it, it must die." But yeah, if we do accidentally kill everyone on board the ship, I might well be able to fly it, so yeah, it's not going to be the end of the world.
Okay.
Okay then, I think we should probably, I'm going to cut my stream now. So goodbye stream.
Bye-bye.